made me not ask for money.
Yes,
because
exactly.
I
think they want to track like where we are spending.
Yeah.
So
they would say me like, "Agar kuch chahiye to पूछ लो, बता देना." And
yeah,
that
there's
would
no
mean
problem. We'll hand out. But then when we go to ask, it's like पूरा क्यों चाहिए? कहाँ चाहिए?
Namaste, मेरा नाम है Avanti Nagral.
Hi, I'm Caslynn Naha.
And today we're going to be talking about Finance 101. So पहले मुझे पूछना है, when was the first time you heard the word finance?
It was basically in 11th and 12th जब commerce लिया तो फिर it was a word bound to be heard.
Makes sense. When was your first association with money? जब आप छोटे थे, did you have like a piggy bank? I remember I used to have, you know, one of those piggy banks where you put in coins and I would collect them.
Yeah.
And at the end, then I would exchange that with my parents for real notes.
I did have a piggy bank, but then like I have a brother too, so we both had piggy banks, but then we would crave for chips or some sweets or something, so we would just open up the piggy bank and then go and buy stuff. So it was never really useful as such.
So savings नहीं सीखा, spending सीखा.
Yes.
जब आप छोटे थे, did you have an allowance?
Not really. Like I had one for like 2 years or something in the middle. It was like 10 rupees, 20 rupees per month just for the sake of it kinds. But then not really. Like I asked for money when I want.
I don't know if it's a thing कि Indian parents ऐसे करते हैं, because I used to have friends who would get allowances all the time abroad. Even my parents were like, अगर आपको पैसे चाहिए पूछ लो, which made me not ask for money.
Yes,
because
exactly.
I
think they want to track like where we are spending.
Yeah.
So
they would say me like, अगर कुछ चाहिए तो पूछ लो, बता देना. And that
there's
would
no
mean
problem. We'll hand out. But then when we go to ask, it's like पूरा क्यों चाहिए? कहाँ चाहिए?
If any of you had an allowance, please let us know in the comments below, because I've not seen too many Indian families give their children allowances. But honestly, it's a good thing because you understand कि saving कैसे करना है, spending
It
कैसे
gives you
करना
a
है.
sense of responsibility, right?
Exactly. I mean, you have a brother, right?
Yes.
मेरा भी छोटा भाई है. And was money ever a conversation that was different between the two of you?
It was like equally as such. There was no difference. Yeah. And plus, I'm the one who's more interested in money and finances. He's more of the science guy. So,
what would your advice be to anybody who's young, starting out with? Because जब आपने ये सब पढ़ना शुरू किया, you were what, 16, 11, 12, 16, 17. तो अगर मतलब किसी को शौक है finance के बारे में, what should they know about as a young person?
It's about, you know, practical learning. Finance is more about practical learning. क्योंकि theory में जितना भी पढ़ लो, जितने भी videos देख लो, you won't exactly get it unless you do it. Even if you're getting pocket money या whatever money you're getting, Diwali में, Eid, whatever festivals might come up, or your parents just get happy and give you some money, don't try to, you know, just spend it all together. Like save a part of it and invest a bit. You know, you can even invest with just 100 rupees or something. Like we are in an age where we can invest with minimum amount as possible. So, you know, try to utilize that and get experience. That is when you actually learn. I know a friend of mine who shifted Mumbai to Bangalore in college, and he started getting allowance, like 10,000 per month. And then he calls me up and says, Caslynn, can you please help me here? I'm like, where did you lose all your money to? Like that is because the basic finance and the personal फाइनेंस का आइडिया नहीं था उसको ज्यादा कि कैसे मैनेज कर सकते हैं. He just kept on spending, like जहाँ भी required था Google Pay किया. Then he did not exactly keep track of his expenses, which is not really how you're supposed to go about it, right? Especially when you're in college. That was mainly because he was suddenly introduced to the concept of saving and then keeping it, rationalizing money. So it's important that you do it while you're at home, while you're just learning. 10th, 11th, 12th में सब तो पैसा मिलता ही है. You can start from there, कि track your expenses.
When I was younger and even now, honestly, the word finance just stresses me out. मतलब सुन के ही मुझे tension आती है. Just this idea of how to organize it seems so foreign. How should we track our expenses? How should we start?
Now, suppose you get 1,000 per month. Just minimum examples I'm giving, and you need at least 10 rupees every day for your canteen or whatever expenses, and sometimes 50. Those are necessary expenses in a way for you, right? As a school going student or a college going student. Take that fixed amount out and keep it away. जो भी excess बचता है ना, start saving that, because I am pretty sure we all have excess money left. I am a college going student right now, and then having excess money is always a thing. But then when you see that excess money, you want to spend, because इतना पैसा तो बचा है, let's just spend it. Like it's a bonus. I did this, so let's go get this. You should treat yourself, but in a more effective a good manner, right? Like in a rational way.
You were saying कि investing you can start at any point, right? What's the easiest way, अगर आप चाहे school में हो, college में हो, what's the easiest way to invest? Or what's the easiest place to invest in?
Any broker app, abhi to like Zerodha, Upstocks, whatever, those are discount brokers and it's very easy. Like their user interface is also so simple and easy that you can just log in on the app and you know exactly what to do. Now the question arises कि किस में invest करना है? That is the main thing. कि है ना, अभी as a student, what should you exactly invest in? You are not exactly under pressure returns generate करना है या something. This period is a learning period कि experiment कर सकते हैं. I तो take like especially degree college के बाद things get more serious is what I am thinking.
They do. Yes. I can vouch for that.
This third year is my year of experiments. I can try out whatever I want and whatever works for me, I can implement it. So you have ample of time. So try out what you think works out because it's only when you try things that you will know what works out and what doesn't. Even if someone else is telling you कि है ना सिर्फ यही काम करता है, ये नहीं करता, we don't exactly tend to listen to them. Even if we do, after a few months or something, you will be like, अगर ये try किया होता तो क्या ही जाता.
The confusing thing, मेरे लिए भी बहुत confusing है, especially when I was younger, is investment में there are so many options. You have stocks, mutual funds, bonds, FDs. ये वो तो वो सुन के मतलब how do you make sense of that? Let's say you have 1,000 rupees, right? How can you make sense? Should you diversify? मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा हर एक चीज में या what do you suggest?
थोड़ा थोड़ा हर एक चीज में डालना है. Basically, like you said, 100 rupees है and then थोड़ा थोड़ा हर चीज में डालना is important. But the ratio in which you put in is more important. Like now, since I am young, so majority of my money goes into the stock market because it's a risky investment and I believe that it will generate me good returns in the future. This is a thought I had like a few months ago कि I don't need any money immediately so I could invest majority of my money. That shouldn't exactly be a mindset. You should be investing your money but also keep some part of your money as your emergency fund. Put it in an FD or just keep it in your savings account. Just, you know, you should have some liquid cash which you can get access to easily.
वो कहते हैं ना rainy day के लिए तो रखना चाहिए.
Like even COVID, right?
Having that emergency makes sense. I guess investing in the stock market makes me really nervous because I'm the type of person कि अगर जो मैंने 100 रुपए डाला है आज and then it goes down. And I'll be like, oh my god, I've lost my money. Then the next day it goes up. I'll be like, oh my god, I got money. And just the, you know, the volatility of it will make me go crazy. So how do you suggest for someone like me who will be very affected by the ups and downs to keep patient?
Just trust the process mainly. But then also Nifty, the country's index, was at 5,000 in 2010. Now, 2022, it's around 18,000, 17,000, 18,000. If it can grow from 5,000 to 17, 18,000, which is like 3 times the returns, only patience has paid off. You can't judge it by a day or two ka thing because you're investing for the long term. So it's better not to keep on checking. Like I also do that, but then everyone's guilty of doing that. But there's no point of, you know, getting sad or too happy about your investments by checking it daily. It's a long-term process because it's not like we need the money right the next year.
If you want any more 101 videos about life topics जो हमें स्कूल में नहीं सिखाए जाते हैं, please बता दो हमें comments में so we can make that happen for you. And do not forget to check out Caslyn's Instagram. My name is Avanti Nagral, and do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Dobara for more fun and education and life skills.